If it's a day called today, we're talking guitars and life, Jack. This is the Luna Acoustic Electric Henna Oasis guitar. This has been the guitar that I have used in my Joyful Noise gigs down at the church on several occasions. I mentioned, for those of you who hang out on the channel, you know that I'm building a pedal board, and one of the pedals that I purchased was an acoustic simulation pedal. And the reason that I purchased that pedal initially was to get an acoustic sound. And because I didn't want to mess with cables and carrying pedals around, I just went out and bought the Luna Henna Oasis because I thought it looked cool and it is acoustic electric. And so yeah, now that I have my pedal board with a power supply and I'm beginning to think through how I'm going to roll with acoustic sounds, it is time for me to talk about the Luna and yeah, probably let her go. So the Luna acoustic electric Henna Oasis guitar with the open pore finish and the cool designs runs somewhere around $249 at the box stores. You can probably pick one up used for much less than that. Let's talk about it for a moment. We'll start up here at the top as we normally do. These are just basic seal die-cast chrome hardware tuners. They're pretty basic tuners. The tuners are good. They've held up all right for me. Like I said, I've been playing this guitar off and on for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. Time is not my friend. Keeping up with time, that is. It does have the cool design on the headstock. It has a dual action truss rod. The nut width is 41 mil. The neck shape is a C, and it feels good. I know that sometimes when you buy an acoustic guitar or you try an acoustic guitar for the first time, the necks can be really fat and kind of difficult to get around. This has a pretty good C neck that's thinner than most acoustic guitars that I've played throughout my time. It has 20 frets, and it has these really cool kind of pearl moon shaped inlays in it. I don't know if you could see those from there or not, but pretty cool looking, I thought. It is a set neck construction. The fingerboard is rosewood. The neck wood is mahogany. It's a 25.5 scale, and they have a single ply white binding that goes all the way around the body, both the top and the bottom, a little bit here in the heel of the neck joint. And also you have the binding on the sides of the neck. On this particular guitar, I don't really have sharp fret ends to speak of. And I've got my action pretty much where I like it, although the weather has changed here a little bit and I would need to probably tweak the truss rod just a little bit. So yeah, it is a folk body style guitar. So this is my Epiphone grand concert that I've had for decades, my old faithful friend, and this is what they're calling a folk size guitar. So they are comparable in size. The primary difference being the single cutaway, but that's one of the reasons that attracted me to this model of the guitar, is that it feels like my old friend, although it somehow, even though it looks about to be the same size, didn't it? Yeah. It feels somehow lighter and thinner. I'm not quite sure how that is the case, but it is. So it's a folk style body. It's a single kind of a cutaway down here. The body, as I mentioned, is open pore finish. so it's not like heavily lacquered or polyed on the top. You can actually feel the design. I don't know if you can hear my fingers going across it or not. It looks really cool, man. I don't know how it looks in person to you, but, nope. I don't know how it looks to you on the camera, but in person, man, it is a beautiful, beautiful guitar. So the top wood is select spruce. The back and sides are mahogany. The bridge is also rosewood. And the neck finish is open pore and natural as well. So, yeah, electronics. So it does come with Luna Guitar branded SL3 electronics. It has a built-in tuner. The tuner has always worked well for me. It has a volume control here on the electronics. It has a three-way equalizer, bass, middle, and treble, and it has a phase function, so you can phase in and out if you want to do that. The output jack, of course, is down here, and there's a battery slot as well. Okay, so that is the specs. Volume. So yeah, Luna. So like I said, I've had this guitar probably going on 2 years. I've played it in multiple services and joyful noise gigs. A couple thoughts about it. One is I really appreciate having the built-in tuner, and the built-in tuner has functioned well for me. Never been much of a problem. The tuners have held up well, not much of a problem. The electronics though, there's something about the electronics that I don't quite appreciate or like. So let me see if I can demonstrate. So here we are, just a G chord, and the volume right now is on about 9. If I go to noon, now one of the things that I should mention about this is that the configuration of the electronics is for the piezo style of acoustic guitar, as opposed to a jumbo or something like that. I don't know how that sounds in your hearing, but if I go anywhere past noon, she begins to yeah, it just gets really sloppy really quick past noon. So I try to just kind of keep the amp up, you know, or the soundboard level up, and try to stay somewhere around 9 to 10 o'clock. So the other thing that's weird about it that I don't really like is the equalizer just sounds kind of weird. So for me, I just always kind of keep them all at like middle, because I just don't, it's almost too thin and pingy for me. But the reason that I bought the guitar, again, is because... How's that sound? Yeah, so the reason I bought the Luna is that I have, through the years, played or attempted to use my Epiphone in playing context as well. So she's probably way out of tune. Yeah, she's too out of tune to play. She's just sitting here. I didn't know I was gonna play her, man. Let me just tune this bad boy up. If you like this kind of content, why don't you like the video? Consider subscribing to the channel. Come on back and hang out anytime with us at Ted Talks Guitars and Life. And now, let's get back to it. So through the years, I've attempted to use my Epiphone in playing context, and I would put a Dean Markley pickup here, and I've just really butchered the sides of the hole doing that through the years. And I've tried to mic it up from time to time as well, but there's something about this guitar that it has a tone. To me, it has a unique tone that I've never heard in another acoustic. And that's what I really wanted from the Luna, but unfortunately could not get. So for me, I think she sounds and plays much better without going through the amp. Going through the amp, you know, I think it's okay. I mean, it worked for me in the context that I had it. But again, if I go to noon, you hear how it's distorting out. So anyway, well, it's been a fun little journey with the guitar. But today is the day for me to let this guitar go. I've got a buyer, and I'm going to go meet that buyer today, because I have purchased my first guitar off TEMU. What? Yeah, I did it. I pulled the trigger, man. And when it gets here, we'll do a full review of that bad boy as well. It should be a full, fun journey, man. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me today, man. You guys are the best. Hey, wherever you are in your guitar journey, I pray it's a long, smooth, safe, joy-filled ride for you, Jack. Rock on with your bad selves, everybody. We'll catch you down the road. But this guitar has the Henna what? In here. This is, again, move the cable, man. Somebody get the cable out the way.